Good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and this morning we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. And so let's start with the water and weather, and then after we have a little bit of news going on around the world. All right, take it away, Mary.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Right now in Blairsville, it is 47 degrees and clear. We're looking at a high of 76 today with sunshine. Winds will be 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, 46 with clear skies and light and variable winds. On Blood Mountain today, our high is going to be 65 and sunny. So anybody that's up on Blood Mountain today will have fantastic views, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. And then tonight, 50 degrees and mostly clear, 10 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Make sure you're checking for those loose limbs and branches when you're setting up your camp. Water's good for the most part on the trail. We do have to top off at Hawk Mountain Shelter. As you hike north, you have another 6.2 miles until you reach your next water source at Justice Creek. So that will have water. And then make sure you're topping off at Lance Creek also. I've had some information from several different hiker groups that we've transported, and they're telling me Lance Creek is the last water before you climb Blood Mountain and get to Neil Gap. So Slaughter Creek is dry. And then at Neil Gap, you need to top off because Neil Gap to Hog Pen's dry. Pardon me. Hog Pen does have water if you follow that blue blaze all the way down to the very end. Snakes on the trail. Let's always be cautious. They're out sunning themselves on rocks and across the trail. And don't forget that Copperhead nest up on Cow Rock in those boulders. That's 5 miles north of Neil Gap. So from the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, they say that October marks the start of the baby copperhead season. It's a time when the venomous snakes are more active and easier to overlook on trails and in yards. The young snakes are often found in damp, shaded areas such as under logs, rocks, or flower pots. They can be identified by their distinctive yellow-green tail tips. So be watching for those baby snakes.
Yeah, and cottonmouths.
Yep, and the rattlesnakes too.
They actually call them land cottonmouths, I think, or something. The copperheads, something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry about that.
That's okay. And then remember Great Smoky Mountains National Park, bear closures, the Twin Creeks Trail, and campsites 1857 and 82. All of the shelters are open. And then cautions for campsite 71. Let's remember to leave no trace, dispose and properly store of all food and items that have odor. If we brought it in, let's remember to bring it out so we can leave it better for everyone. Donald, I'm going to turn it over to you now, and we got some other stuff going on.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, let's start like this. So it is 6:06 a.m. and it is 10/13/2025. Let's start with the Utah rescue, guys. So on Saturday at about 6:30 p.m., crews helped a hiker who became unable to safely move forward or backward in an area near Mount Superior. Crews responded to a call as a cliffed out nearest Mount Superior. Crews were able to locate the individual and called in DPS Star 8 to safely hoist the individual off the mountain. The male was transported to the area hospital by ambulance in stable condition and had no serious injuries, but a minor case of hypothermia. No further details. Just a heads up, guys. It's getting cold out there, so definitely you want to be prepared for the colder weather and bring extra clothing, man. So pack, a puffy, just stuff, man. Stuff for the colder weather.
I want to add to that. The riders that I just took back to Atlanta last night, they had a great time, first off. But they did say that, when they were doing camp chores and stuff, they did have their coats on because it was cold. Chilly out there. So.
Yeah, you pop up in the morning, man. It's like 40 degrees, man. Upper 40s, low 50s. And that's cold out here, man.
It is.
So, especially when you get up in the morning, man. I'm cold when I get up in the morning. So, this morning I got up, I don't know what the temps were in here, but I cranked our heat up to 75 degrees for sure, man.
That's still cold.
Yeah. Well, you slept in the cow last night, didn't you?
I did.
All right, and so Arizona rescue, 2 19-year-old hikers were rescued after getting caught in a flash flood on October 10th. The Yavapai County Sheriff's Office initiated the search and rescue operation after the two girls did not return from a planned overnight trip along the West Clear Creek outside the Camp Verde. They had begun their trip on October 9th. One of the hikers sent a text message around 2 p.m. Friday saying they were caught in a flash flood and had to climb up a canyon to escape. They were trying to return to the trail with limited water. Communication was lost shortly after that. Deputies confirmed their vehicle at the trailhead. DPS rangers tried to fly a helicopter, but the severe weather conditions interrupted them. SAR's team hiked for several hours through rough terrain. At 9 p.m., deputies were able to contact via emergency text messaging with the girls. They were cold and wet, but okay.
Yay.
So, thank the Lord.
That's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on out here right now.
There is.
And so today, what do we have going on today, man?
Well, today I have a Hiawassee. I'm picking up some folks and getting them back to the Blairsville Airport. And then later on, I'm going to Springer Mountain from Neil Gap twice.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So we have
right.
a person that called in yesterday, actually, and she had been at the gathering, and someone at the gathering told her to call us. So I received a call yesterday, and we talked for a little while. Really pleasant woman. I guess she wants to start doing bigger miles like next year, but this year she wanted to come down to Georgia and bust some miles out, man. So we're gonna assist her today, pick her up at Neil Gap at Byron Reese Trailhead, and get her down to Springer Mountain Parking. She also, I think she wants a bear canister.
Yes, she wants a bear canister.
Yeah, so yeah, she didn't want one yesterday, but she texted Mary around 2 a.m. Was it?
Probably about 12:30.
Oh, 12:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And requested the bear canister, which I told her to do. I was like, if you want a bear canister, just tell us what you need, and we'll try our best to make whatever happen. But we definitely have bear canisters, so we're gonna hook her up with one of our bear canisters and let her use it while she hikes through to her car.
That's right.
So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, definitely. So today, after that Neil Gap, we're gonna take a little bit of time down. Mary had a later in the afternoon shuttle to Atlanta from Neil Gap, like she was just saying. We dropped off in Atlanta, probably got there about 5:30 or something, man. Rolled into Atlanta 6 o'clock, and the traffic was hardcore. It is a holiday weekend, so today is a holiday. I believe it's Monday, right? Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
Monday was the holiday, and so there's a lot of stuff going on out here, man. It is leaf peep season. I don't know if you mentioned this, but
The leaves are really starting to change. When I went into Indian Grave Gap yesterday, I went down on Indian Grave Gap Road, and quite a bit of the ways, once you got past High Shoals Falls parking area especially, there was lots of red going on. Really, really good colors. I got some videos, so I'll get that shipped over to you to put up. And then just as you're going, when I was bringing Jordan out to Unicoi Gap, as you come up over Brasstown Bald there, just before you can turn up, you can see off in the distance all the tops of the trees. They're all changing colors, and they're doing good. So everything's changing, and so far so good for the color change. I think the temperatures and the weather and everything is just right for conditions this year.
Sweet.
I think another week or so will be peak.
Here.
Yeah.
What do you think in North Carolina? What have you seen up there? What do you think of that?
Most I've really seen was up in 64, between, around Franklin area. And they've had some good color going on up in there. I think now, or in the same time frame as here in Georgia. When I was up at Newfound Gap, you can definitely tell that the leaves are changing up there. I think we're all kind of in the same color change time frame right now. That's my opinion. That's what I'm seeing.
Sweet. All right, man. Good news, guys. So if you're wanting to come up here and do some driving around, check out the color change. Maybe do a little bit of day hiking or whatever you're thinking of doing several days. I don't know. But if you're coming up here to see the leaves, man, it's time. So especially in the next week or so, it's gonna be prime time.
Because you can't wait too long till they'll go by.
Right. You'll lose the main event, man, if you let it pass on by. So and the thing is, man, is what I've noticed throughout the years, and it kind of goes in like sections. So we're in North Georgia. It's higher elevations here, and after you get past the mountains here, though, down in the southern parts, which is right down the road here, man. It isn't hitting as hard as it would be up here, and that's what I've noticed throughout the years. So,
And I think the temperatures, of course, affect it, because when we left Neil Gap yesterday to head to the Atlanta airport, we certainly went up. I think it was 65 degrees at Neil Gap, and as we got on down 400 heading to Atlanta, it was 82 degrees.
yeah,
So
and that's
definitely the temperatures.
and that's definitely what's up, man, because it's all flat land. After you leave Dahlonega, man, and get a little bit further down, it's literally all flat. And so all that hot air coming up from Florida and the Caribbean and the Gulf and stuff, man, that is what we're seeing. It's almost like Florida weather, northern Florida in southern Georgia.
That's
so.
what it reminds me of. It
Sure.
really feels like it.
Same here, man. So it doesn't change until you get up in where we are, man. So. Anyway, so so today we have a few shuttles going on, and then we're going to take a little downtime. And Jordan is in the woods right now hiking, so we'll see what he has to say when he comes out of the forest about what's going on the trail for leaf change, water situation, yada yada yada. Anyways, I think that's about it for today, man. Did you have anything else you'd like to say?
No, I'm good to go.
Sweet, guys. All right, man. If anyone needs anything at all, give us a jingle. We're here for you, man. One love. Thank you. Peace.